Hello everybody, I'm Rob Smith with Trinity 918 Designs, where we specialize in landscape lighting and hardscape lighting for your home and businesses. Welcome to our channel. Today I want to talk to you about the different style of lights that we use when we are designing a landscape lighting system for your home. One of the biggest reasons you should choose a landscape lighting professional is because they have a lot of fixtures in their arsenal. We don't just rely on a bullet light and a pathway light to illuminate your whole entire home. We choose the right fixture for your space. And that's the biggest benefit of choosing a professional, is because they have that type of experience and they have those type of fixtures at their disposal. So the first light I'd like to talk to you about is probably one of the most common. It's a bullet light, or also called an uplight. This is what we're going to use to shoot the light up on the side of your home or on trees that are in your garden area. These work really well. This uses an MR16 style bulb, and you're going to be able to shoot about 15 feet tall with the light coming out of this. And so they work really well for that application. And depending on the bulb we use for the array, we can go 15, 25, 50, 60, 90. We can get really, really wide with them, or we can keep it really narrow if we need to keep it in a tight space. The other most popular light we use is known as a pathway light. This is used to illuminate pathways or low shrubbery down along walkways or around gardens. And so this is going to give us about 10 feet of light all the way around, 5 foot on each side. And so it's going to help when you're walking, and it's going to help to illuminate low-lying shrubbery to keep your gardens beautiful and lit up. Now, if we have a tree that is out in your yard that's 70 feet tall and we want to illuminate that canopy, we're going to use what's called a well light or an in-ground light. So this particular light, we're going to dig a hole in your yard and we're going to sit this flush with the ground. That way you can mow over this fixture and not ever have to worry about hitting it with a weed eater or a mower if you use a bullet type light. Depending on the bulb that we choose for this, we're going to be able to shoot the light about 70 to 80 feet up in the air to light up that canopy. So depending on how big your tree is, we'll choose the appropriate bulb, but we'll be able to light that tree up without having to run wires up the trunk of your tree to get lights way up in the canopy. You never want to do that, because as that tree grows, those wires are going to stretch and they're going to eventually break and your light's going to stop working. The other thing is, with wires going up the side of your tree, squirrels and other rodents are going to chew on those wires and they're going to quit working as well. The other thing people don't think about is changing the bulb once that light is up in a 60-foot tall tree, right? That light, that tree only starts out at 20 feet. It's not so bad, but in 10, 15 years, when that tree is 20, 30, 40 feet, it's going to be very difficult to change that bulb when it goes out. Then people don't change the bulb, and then they just don't have a working system for that tree, and they don't get to utilize the fixture that they put in it. So now, when we want to light up staircases, we have these louvered lights that will light up the staircases. We mount these on the rise of the stair. This is a surface mount version, so if we don't have the ability to put in a recessed can for one that's 2 inches deep, we can use these surface mount ones that will illuminate those staircases very well. These come in different widths, so depending on how wide the staircases are, we can tailor them to your needs. These type of lights we use when we're lighting up handrails or posts or different type of architectural designs around your home. We can surface mount these to the surface, and then they will shoot out a nice triangle shaped light to light up what we're trying to illuminate. So they're fantastic as well. This is one of my favorite. It's a sconce, and we use these on pergolas all the time. They shoot light going up and down, and so we can keep the light as narrow as we want depending on the bulb, or as wide as we want. And they just put off such a beautiful array of light to really bring the ambience in of what we're trying to illuminate, whether it's a garden, patio, a hot tub, a pergola. It's unlimited of what we can do with these things. And then we have underwater lights. So they make these lights that are fully waterproof. We put these down in in ponds or in pools that need lights going up on like a decorative rock wall, and they do a fantastic job. A lot of people even put colored bulbs in there so we can do blue or red or green and really change up the look of that, what we're trying to illuminate. The wire going in has a sealed knurl nut, so water will not leak in here. This is solid stainless steel, so it won't corrode, and this fixture won't corrode either. So it's gonna really last a long time when it's under water. And then the last fixture is the big boy version of the bullet light. So we use these bullet lights or up lights to shoot up to 15 feet. These will shoot up to 70, 80 feet, just like the well light I was showing you. But these are used like in gardens where we're trying to shoot up on the side of a house, where the side of the house may be 30, 40 feet, or you have a tree up against a house or in a garden area where you don't mind the fixture being above ground some, and we don't have to dig it down deep. One of the problems we run into when putting a well light in and we have to dig that hole is when those trees are big, there's a lot of roots, and sometimes it's hard to dig a hole 6 to 8 inches deep when you have all those roots. And so this way we have options to perfectly tailor the lighting system to your needs.